Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Tuesday, September, almost. No, it's not October either. August 31st. This is going fucking well. Might be in a little bit of a mood. We'll get into why in a second. Joining us in studio tonight for the first time in a little while, the man with a pizza to himself at the far end. It's Mr. Johnny. What's going on, man?
That's right. I got a pizza by myself. Stuffed crust. Awesome stuff.
Stuffed crust?
Yes, sir.
Wait, ours isn't stuffed crust.
Yours is not.
Thank God. Thank God.
I ain't paying extra for something you didn't ask for.
And by the way, Johnny footed the bill. How about that? There's some good news.
I got 2 free meals this week. It's fantastic.
I got 1, so it's a start. Also joining us tonight, to my immediate right, fresh off the Rick and Morty fan show. You know what's killing me? Is I can tell the posters have all been fucking knocked crooked, specifically the 2 behind Johnny. This was always crooked and can't really be fixed. So that's annoying.
That was me.
What's going on, Kieran?
I totally did it when I leaned back in this chair and then realized
did you?
there's no give at all. And I was like, woo! I like almost flew out of the seat.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did that. But, whatever.
What's going on, man?
Not too much. It was a good Rick and Morty fan show. Had lots of people in. It was a fun show. We're really excited to get ready for the finale, which is a 1-hour big extravaganza. And now we're going into this. And I haven't seen this before. So I've seen H6 before, but I have not seen the producer's cut. Everyone, including you, told me it's quite different. So, and everyone's kind of told me it goes a little bit more into the Cult of Thorn stuff, which I like. Everyone else hates, but I like it.
Not me. I dig it.
You like it?
I dig it. If you're gonna go into that, you might as well don't just go halfway into it.
Yeah,
go all the way into it.
Yeah, you can't. If that was your movie, and then you decided hey, you know what? Actually, we don't really like this stuff. We'll just cut out little pieces. You can't. The whole dialogue is built into there. So they probably made a mistake, and this probably fixes some mistakes. But we'll see. I don't know. Or maybe I'll hate it.
You might. You never know. I have we're going to talk about a few things for about 10 minutes or so before we get into the movie. But I have sort of a soft spot in my heart for the producer's cut. I think when I do my Halloween rankings, it goes back and forth between this and Halloween 3 for number 5 for me. So I think it's usually 5. Maybe it's 4. H4, H1, 2018, H2. Yeah. So yeah, it flips with H3.
What about H5?
What about H5? Fuck.
Oh, good.
Mikey Bish says, what if Matt will fall asleep tonight? Or wonder if Matt will fall asleep tonight. I'm just saying, dude, I'm letting you know. If you fall asleep during kills, bad stuff is going to happen to you because I like to prank people, is all I'm going to say. So don't fall asleep during kill. If Tommy falls asleep, who's over there.
That's understandable.
Okay. He will have driven 10 hours. If you fall asleep, well, let's just say it's going to be an interesting night.
You know who might be there?
No.
Too? No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That'd be horrible.
We discussed this. That's not happening.
I hope not. Fuck.
We're telling him we're going to a different theater than we're actually going to.
He told me he's going to try. I mean, we didn't invite him to this, and he didn't make him down here, so I think he's in the chat. Fucking pissed off.
Fuck him.
Also joining us tonight, he's stuffing his face with something. Let's find out what. It's Tommy B.
Nothing exciting. Raisins.
Raisins? Chocolate-covered raisins?
No, just the old grape kind.
Oh, dude.
I know. I already ate dinner. Not a very healthy dinner, so I'm not trying to kill myself here, but I still want to snack on something.
We usually don't eat on these streams at all, but I think we're all going to be eating a little tonight, and we'll be paying attention to the chat. I can't stress enough, though, the number one way to support the channel before we introduce Matt is to sign up for Patreon. Patreon.com/Fandom Empire. We're going to start to, hopefully by October, we're going to have a new system in place that rewards Patreon members even more during the live shows. since Google is, I'll probably get demonetized just for saying this, a bunch of fucking pricks and stole a bunch of the money that we bring in and every other content creator brings in before. But now it's ridiculous and it's getting worse. So, but if you want to on this stream and you want your question or comment read on air, send in a super chat and we will get to it. Unlike last stream where I forgot to monetize the video, this one is monetized. And now I'm actually doubting myself, so I'm going to go check before we get any further into this video. Matt, when's the last time you seen the producer's cut, dude?
Probably like 5 or 6 years.
Now, are you
Easy.
team producer's cut or are you team theatrical cut?
I'm team producer's cut. I just haven't seen it in forever.
No, might not have been washed well, though. I'm not the one that did the dishes. So.
I don't think I've ever heard of someone who was team theatrical cut.
Drink the water.
Me neither.
Like, just straight up over producer's cut?
Yeah, I mean, you can't watch a producer's cut and be like, oh, I like the theatrical cut more. No.
In fact, honestly, I own the triple pack that was re-released this year, but I don't think I've seen the theatrical cut yet.
Before we get into this, let's ask the chat. When it comes to Halloween 6, which is a very divisive film for several reasons, we did a little thing here on the channel about the just chaos that went into the pre-production of this. 2 of them, actually. The first one was a bit of an editorial, and the second one we had writer Daniel Farrens on for it. So we've done a lot of H6 stuff on this channel, but we've never done a producer's cut watch-along. We're about to do that. To the audience, if you can answer quickly, which do you prefer, the producer's cut or the theatrical cut? Let's get the chat going here tonight and see what everybody's up to. Kieran, you've never seen this. What are your expectations for this tonight, man?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I mean pizza.
My bad. I didn't even see it. I got focused on the screen, right? I'm so used to being down here alone. Well, we got some answers in. Johnny, you want to read some of the answers? Do you have the chat up?
I literally just pulled it up.
Oh, look at that.
All right, we got some theatrical cuts from Mark Anthony. T. Parker Evans says producer cut from Joey. Entertainment Wizard says producer's cut. Lorraine says producer's cut. Tim says producer's cut is better. And Saturn says he still hasn't seen the producer's cut.
Well, Saturn, hopefully you went on to Amazon and rented it for tonight, or else this is going to be a weird stream of you asking a bunch of Halloween Kills questions that we're not answering unless you're super chatting. So, yeah. Oh, I like this one. Let's pull this one off on screen. I'm much more prefer the soundtrack of the theatrical cut, but I enjoy the deleted scenes of the producer's cut. Interesting, because I actually enjoy the producer's cut soundtrack way more than the theatrical cut soundtrack. So
that's actually one of the things I love about Halloween movies, and getting into this. And, you know, I've mentioned before that I'm not, you know, I don't know the stuff like that. I'm not like, oh, I like it. Like, this is the first time I've seen the producer's cut, and the crazy big fans probably have already seen it a few times, but I don't think there's consensus that the original is like one of the better ones. And there's, you know, and most people like 2 and 4, but like, there's not like a really tight consensus on all the movies and which ones they like more, and some people like this and some people like that. It's a great fandom when there's diverse opinions, and you know, I'm a fan. You know, we're both fans of Star Wars, and there's diverse opinions there, but they, you know, people are complete assholes about that. So I think it's cool. I love the Halloween fan base is basically what I'm saying.
All right, so we got some news to get to here right off the top, and that is that if you guys are wondering when the Batman trailer is going to drop that we've been talking about the last few shows, it's dropping October 16th, one day after the official release of Halloween Kills at DC Fandom. So you have that to look forward to, October 16th. Yes, the big screen spot for Halloween Kills did leak. Big shock, another leak. And it contains almost no new footage, and basically is just meant to tell you that the release date is staying as October 15th. So yeah, I think that basically tops it. Or tops
That's
it all
awesome.
off.
That's pretty much what I asked for. Nothing more. Like, please don't show us more, please.
Well, you're going to see more. You're going to see more at
What?
Blumfest.
No.
You're going to see the CinemaCon trailer more than likely at Blumfest, which is 1 month tomorrow.
No.
But yeah, no, I don't think we need to see more.
No, I don't.
Johnny,
need to see
you're
more.
spoiler free on this shit. Do you think we need to see more? Actually, you haven't even seen the trailer, have you?
No, I've seen the trailer.
Oh, did you watch the trailer?
Did I watch the trailer?
I don't.
Honestly, don't remember at this point. If
Liar!
I know you were steering clear of it.
I do. I don't remember if I ever actually watched it or not. I don't think I have.
Interesting. Well, hopefully everybody sits back and relaxes. And
Before we get to that, I got some housekeeping to do. Which one of you assholes, A, told Terrence I was hosting, and B, told him where I live?
I didn't tell Terrence where you live.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You calling the man a liar?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to queue up the menu here so we
Google Earth.
I don't think if you Google Earth Johnny's house, you're gonna find it.
I feel like there's a few Johnnies on this earth.
All right, so we're paused at 4 seconds. The Dimension logo is slowly coming into frame. If everybody wants to go to 4 seconds.
Yo, that is totally awesome because that's what I'm at right now already.
Oh, lotto ticket on that one, man.
Just the very top of Dimension is not up there. You can clearly see what it says though.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? Just so people have some visual representation of where we are, I'm going to do this.
You didn't think my description was good enough?
No comment.
I think saying we're at 4 seconds is good enough.
Oh, right. That's not going to work.
What are you doing?
Plus, there's only so many ways you
The
can watch this
webcam is
movie,
usually
so-
right there. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Speaking of
I
which,
get it.
here's my day to this movie. Okay. The original intention was to watch it on the Xbox One because I have the Xbox Series X upstairs, and the Xbox One died, literally died as Kieran was on air. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Your Xbox is like bricked.
Toast. Yep, done.
Oh my god!
And it's like, and that was on top of other things that just weren't going right. And I'm like, whatever, I'll rent it on Amazon. Well, guess what? You can't do that in Canada. You can't rent the unrated producer's cut. I don't know if you can rent anything on Amazon in Canada. I'm not too sure.
I'm pretty sure
You
you
can
can, yeah.
But the unrated producer's cut is not available in Canada, which sucks. But anyways, we got the PS4 down here, and we're good, and we're set to go. Kieran hasn't seen this movie. Tommy hasn't seen this movie.
Yes,
Matt,
I have.
Oh, you seen the unrated producer's cut?
I have seen the producer's cut. I am unsure if I've actually seen the theatrical cut, but I own it, so I can watch it anytime.
When did you see the producer's cut?
When I was going through the movies, you told me if I had to pick one, I had to watch the producer's cut, so I watched the producer's cut.
Good call. And Johnny hasn't seen it in, I guess it'd be like 8 years.
Something like that, yeah.
So 2012 or 2013, one of those years. So, but without further ado, we're at 4 seconds. Matt, you at 4 seconds, man? You're good? You're watching the proper one, not the porn parody, right?
Damn. God damn it. Now I got to go fucking try to find the right torn again. Shit. No, I got it. I went to Amazon.
If that chair starts squeaking, we're fucking kicking you off the air, though.
What the hell ever.
I will ask everybody to keep their mic muted when not talking. That way the audio of the movie doesn't come over. But without further ado, we're going to count down from 3, and we will start it on go, not on 1. And we'll begin the movie as long as you guys are good. Everybody good? Kieran, Johnny?
Good.
Tommy? Matt?
Good.
All right, let's do this. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Dimension Films.
Mustafa.
The question is, how long before we ask Johnny to get up to turn the TV up?
That's different, isn't that?
Yeah. I still watch the beginning of this movie and I go, actually, I just watch all this movie and go, why the hell didn't Danielle Harris come back? I mean, we know why, but.
Do we know why? Why? Why?
They basically tried to lowball her in money, and that was it. I give it 20 minutes, man. Zach asked how long till you're sleeping.
I got a good movie and pizza. I'm good.
Yes, we're started, Dean. We're at nothing if I keep doing that.
2 minutes.
I think I went backwards. Tommy, what are you at? And oh wow, this is sensitive. Sorry, guys.
2 minutes and 28 seconds.
Same here.
All right, let's everyone hit pause. Everybody hit pause for a second.
2 minutes. We already ruined it.
2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Can you post that?
I'm at 2:32.
Sean just wanted to hear her say, "It's coming again."
Guilty.
So where will we go to?
232, guys. Is that what you said?
I'm at 2:32.
35, but I can wait like 2 seconds, whatever.
There we go. 2:32. We see boots.
Okay, we're at 232. Sorry, the PS4 interface thing. You slightly touch it, and it goes on you.
I don't even see boots yet.
You don't see boots at 232?
I've got
No,
boots
I
at
just see the floor.
235.
You just see the floor.
I just see the floor. Yeah.
You're sure you got the producer's cut?
Yeah.
We'll know pretty quickly if you didn't. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Yep, Dean, that's right. That's where it was at, Man in Black Boots. He just took the baby.
What a piece of shit.
There's the first big change. The intro in the theatrical version is done by Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
It's done by Donald Pleasance in the producer's cut.
Is it the same words?
No.
Is this baby grown up also going to sue this movie? Like the Nirvana cover of Good Baby?
I doubt it. This movie's made a lot less money than that album has.
Yeah. The album cover that fuck recreated like 5 different times in his life.
Next big difference coming.
Even
His
this.
fucking ending.
I love how they're putting him in the back of the van and he has the the H6 mask on instead of the H5.
I was more laughing just because he was like, "No, don't take me away." Like, what the fuck? Oh my god!
Wake up, bitch.
Is this the first time they've said her name?
I think so.
That's the weird part of this whole thing. Like, when you get the actress change, some people are going to know who she's supposed to be right off the jump. But average Joe watching this is going to be like, who's this random chick?
How many people in the chat right now are watching the producer's cut with us? Comment in the chat. Let's see how many of you guys are just watching us awkwardly watch a movie and how many are actually watching along with us. The main theme in the producer's cut's so much better, in my opinion.
See, they picked that actress up at the grocery shop or something.
Will act for food.
You can hear the audio. You might be hearing it through my end. Hopefully we don't get demonetized, but it is what it is. Fuck. Actually.
Yellow, hello, hello.
What a random place for a spike.
One just long enough to go through the head and not his hand.
That's the corridor F spike. That is structural and has to be there. That's how it can support her weight like that.
I did notice in this version that they pan out a lot longer than they did before on the theatrical cut.
Well, without giving anything away to Kieran, I mean, what happens with Jamie in this film is quite a bit different than the theatrical film as well. So,
Do we see boobies?
I think that's my question.
I think part of the reason I like this so much is George Wilbur is Michael in this, and he's also Michael in H4. And I know a lot of people don't like him, but I like the sort of Terminator style moving Michael Myers.
It was appropriate for the time.
Well, Brian Pillman's about to die. Kind of looks like Brian Pillman.
It does. It does. That was a pretty good call.
Maybe not so much on the close-up, but...
Yeah, now he looks like Magnum TA.
That's an A+ reference. I approve.
No, man, that's only on Sundays. Sundays is porn night, dude. Although not this Sunday. This Sunday's all out.
I don't watch my porn with Johnny.
Yeah, no.
Terrence does.
Porn is not a group activity unless the group involves women. Or you're like a super young kid, like in your early preteens, when everybody crowds around the TV watching HBO and it's all up lines and shit. Don't give me that. You were there on Sunday. You were part of the same conversation, said the same shit.
Don't let me find out Johnny was like Jason Biggs, American Pie, trying to look at the static and everything, look at the porn around the static.
Looks like there's quite a few people watching along with us. That's awesome, guys. Good stuff. Again, I have a guilty pleasure for this one.
That look was not motherly.
Not wanting to keep it lively. Well, kind of
Red Ranger.
like a you problem.
I mean, we'll try to, but we're watching the movie as well, and for some of us, it's the first time, so, you know, we're not going to be talking over the whole thing.
I want to see what happens to Danny. Shut up. He's got the red Power Ranger.
Ooh, Thorn.
Howard Stern, knock off.
Yes, they do, Lee. Tomorrow. I think it's only a day or two, and then they won't be available until October 5th. Well. Okay. You all right over there?
George Springer left the game hurt again.
Oh, big shock.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Fucking,
It's weird. I didn't add him to my fantasy team.
Shh, shh. Be quiet. Boobies.
You,
Oh, I forgot
you need sex
that-
tips from a
that
radio
doesn't-
shock
was she
jock
wearing
in a
2
Halloween
pairs of
movie?
underwear?
As was the style at the
She's wearing
time.
boxers
Oh,
and underwear under the boxers.
well, that just seems like much. A bit much.
That's 90s.
American Turkey Burger says he's touching himself while watching us.
We did not need to know that.
I would.
What?
Well, that's going to do it for Tommy in this stream, ladies and gentlemen. Might have to revoke his pass to come see Kills now.
I kind of always assume there's someone out there. It's the internet. There's
we
always
don't
someone.
need to. We don't need to know it nor encourage it.
I mean, fucking look.
Ooh,
Paul
it's
Rudd's
Ant-Man.
watching her right now.
I mean, that's a live person watching a live person. That's not as weird. Still weird.
I
Would
wish
you just
it
say,
was-
Sean, it's Ant-Man?
Man, that,
I did.
I wish I showed Paul Rudd like shake there a little bit, like just show that he was obviously jerking off watching her.
I could have done my best. Kieran, pardon me. Never mind. Not even going to go there.
He
go
wasn't
there.
really jerking. That's what the camera was for. He was taking pictures so he could jerk later.
Are you speaking from experience, Johnny?
Oh, I didn't realize that was him. Interesting.
Richard's in the house. What's going on, man? We're watching Halloween 6, the Curse of Michael Myers unrated producer's cut Blu-ray right now. We are...
Don't pause it.
I can't check right now. If you guys want to check the time, you can.
Hey, can
13
y'all hear
minutes
me?
and 15 seconds. 16 seconds. 17. Okay, I'm done.
Anthony
hear
caught
me?
on to what I almost did. Yep. Yeah, that's why I just shut up.
Okay. I
Yep.
couldn't tell.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, Anthony. Loomis has a lot of alcohol.
I mean, the life he's
Can you
living.
blame him?
Here you go, Matt. This one's for you, buddy. I know this will get you going.
Ugh. So this is how porn stars feel. They know someone's fucking watching them.
Oh my god.
And Loomis looking like he's been running Jurassic Park for a while there.
Well, I mean, we last seen Loomis in H5, and it sure as hell seemed like he was on a whole shitload of shit in that movie.
I doubt Loomis mixes his drink, Pat. He just drinks it straight.
Of course.
We are watching Halloween 6, the unrated producer's cut right now. We're like 15 minutes in or so.
I hate this fuckhead.
No way to talk about Johnny. He can hear you.
No, we're not talking about Johnny. We're talking about what's his guy's name? The guy who walked in
Dr.
Loomis's
Wynn?
house.
Dr. Wynn.
Dr. Wynn sucks.
It is kind of funny to see that actor in this movie, though. He was in Seinfeld, right? Was he in Seinfeld ever? I feel like he's in a bunch of shows.
I don't know if he was in Seinfeld or not. It's not ringing a bell.
He was scared.
Toronto Freddy's in the house. Whoa, not one dislike. Y'all must be doing something right. Unlikely, man. We've had people making porn jokes left and right. Johnny scared Kieran so close to me. I wasn't sure what to take of it. I thought he was making a move on me on air.
He probably was.
You're gonna show off your moves. You might as well do it on air, right?
For the world to see. Anybody else hear that? So how long has she been missing again? What is it, 6 years?
Yeah. At this point,
I
because
think
she's
it's
what,
6 or
like
7 years.
19? How old is she supposed to be in this?
I don't know. Young.
Yeah.
You've got to assume 18, otherwise the connotations would be
Yeah.
not something they'd want to get involved with.
I mean, it is an unrated producer's cut.
Yes.
I mean, Michael is the daddy. We're Game of Thrones in this shit. 17 minutes, says Tommy.
That's probably the only thing that I can't get into in this movie is just the fact that like I'm happy they didn't show it, but like just Michael fucking someone I don't.
Dean says she's supposed to be 15 or 16 in this. I thought so. I didn't think it was of age yet.
For the record, Dr. Wynn is not in Seinfeld.
I thought Dr. Loomis?
Dr. Wynn.
Oh, Dr. Wynn. Okay.
He wasn't?
He was not.
He's in a ton of shit, though, that guy.
Yeah, I know. Somebody said, Dr. Loomis, I'm coming. What?
That look in the fucking eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just so goddamn happy, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. Yeah, Robert, I got to say, I like the ending of this movie better than the theatrical cut. I hate the fucking mask just laying there with the needles. It's so weird.
It's 6 years after Mike's last Haddonfield adventure.
So H5, yeah. So, yeah, I think she would be 15 then, I think.
No, I thought she was 10. Not 10 and...
16 then.
Yeah.
Not of age.
Yeah.
The one thing that was consistent during the pre-production mess of this movie, through all the different drafts they went through and directors and writers, is they were adamant about having Tommy Doyle in this movie. He had to be in the movie. Terrence needs to do a Halloween parody. Just have Terrence walking down the stairs.
How frightening would that be if Terrence walked down the stairs right now?
That'd be pretty fucking frightening.
Yeah, but if Terrence starts walking down the stairs, he's probably going to trip and fall.
He found Johnny's house, so
That ain't saying much.
Johnny hasn't looked at the TV screen in about 2 minutes.
That's not entirely accurate.
I have been. I was literally about to type in the chat. I was gonna be like, "How long can we go before Johnny looks back up at the screen?"
Glancing.
American Turkey Burger sends in a $5 super chat. Who's more annoying, Tina Spitz laugh? Bill. Oh, that's mean, man. From our favorite film ever, H5. Can we take a vote? I think Tina is the most annoying Halloween character ever. Period. I would take Busta Rhymes, aka Freddy, over Tina any day of the week. I hate Tina.
and as usual, I think the exact opposite of that.
So you think it was a good idea? Hey, let's kill Rachel and make Tina the star?
I like Rachel, but I didn't mind Tina either. So Rachel was definitely the stronger and would have been great to keep her in there, but I didn't at all mind Tina. Because I love H5.
So the one thing that's clear from this is Jamie never really learned how to drive. She had some help, obviously, but Zach says he hasn't watched any of the Halloween movies to his knowledge. They're fun, man. I think if you're going to get into the slasher franchises, I think Halloween definitely tells the best overall story narrative. But I think a lot of people would say Freddy and Jason are more popular for sure.
I'm more concerned that being a farm truck is most likely a manual. That she can drive a manual without grinding the clutch the entire time.
Well, as somebody who learned how to drive on standard, let me tell you, that would be miraculous for her to achieve.
Yes, the Cult of Thorn actually has a very proactive driver's education program for all of their abducted prisoners.
She watched what was it, H4, where they had a truck and they were driving. She got that one lesson. I think it even shows her shifting the gears in that movie. That was a rather non-gory kill.
Johnny, did you do your fucking notes for tomorrow? Gonna take that as a no.
I could kiss my ass.
North America Hip Hop just in here to keep Johnny on his toes. And manage my rap career.
I'll say this, Zach, since you're watching. I will have my notes done in plenty of time for you to be late again.
And sleep.
Fucking love this guy. This guy was in Seinfeld.
Get off my lawn.
Can I say this? This still isn't a very good Myers house, but at least this one's a little bit believable that they just built onto it. Where the shit show that we see in the fucking, I can't remember if it's H5 or H4. I think it's H5 is just fucking disastrous. Maybe it's H4. I don't know. I can't remember.
Is it Loomis going, "Come get the little girl"? Because that's age 5.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
age
it
5.
is. In this weird ass fucking huge house.
You know, I've never noticed because I never watched this at the time it was happening, but I'm getting some really serious Maester Lewin vibes from Donald Pleasance in this.
I just finished Game of Thrones season 1. Again, obviously not my first time. H5 is the Gothic mansion. Thanks, Dean. And Parker as well.
Didn't say thanks to me. I just said that too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Guess you can go fuck yourself, huh?
Yeah. You can do what Tommy said.
I got my "Go Fuck My House" my self T-shirt.
Go fuck your house?
Yeah, go fuck my house. Fuck.
Go fuck it.
There's a very, very nice selection of a very nice T-shirt.
No,
Yet
we
again,
don't.
Anyone looking for some Phantom Empire merch? Check out RT Public.
Yes.
Get your own "Go Fuck Yourself" T-shirt.
Why don't you show your shirt off that you're wearing right there, Tommy?
I mean, the lighting's not the best, but I'm currently wearing the Phantom Empire logo in blue on blue. You can also get like on black and other colors, but they won't all look great.
Oh God. I'm gonna pass this one off to Johnny if he has the chat up and he can attempt to say this name. But yeah, we'll absolutely give a shout out to your daughter.
To
Yep.
Madeline Adri Alvarado.
There you go. There you go.
Johnny watches baseball. He's probably heard all those names before.
Madeline Adri Alvarado. Okay, that wasn't that bad.
It looks hard,
Yeah.
but then you actually enunciate it, and it's like, oh, that's actually pretty easy.
Look, when you're gonna say a shout out, you gotta say it really cool though. Like,
You don't get a better shout out than these type of shout outs.
Hi guys, this is Terrence, Fandom Empire, and you're watching Fandom Empire Live, which Sean didn't invite me to, so it's probably going to be a piece of shit!
What were they making for breakfast? A friggin' chocolate shake?
Where is Matt? This fucking guy just takes off.
He just walked away.
He's the guy that'll go to the concession 3 times during Halloween Kills.
what are we paying you for?
What'd y'all say?
Nothing.
We're complimenting you on your lovely hat.
Yes.
I had to go piss.
His family's annoying.
New boots with lifts, Linton. That's how he grows.
There's not a lot of daytime Myers shots that, I think look really cool, but we're about to get one.
It's like a Beetlejuice situation, DMT. Say his name enough, he'll always show up. That's why we don't say the T word very often.
The vape is right here, but I have 2 gentlemen sitting beside me, one that has to drive. So the vape is off limits right now. Uh-oh. I'd curb stomp one of my parents if they called my kid a bastard. Creepy.
Kill him! Fucking kill him! Do it!
Hey!
Do it!
That guy puts a roof over his head, man. How
That guy
dare
can go fuck himself.
How
I don't know why the
dare
son.
you?
I didn't know why his son just didn't fucking pop his ass after he did it. I always wonder that, like push him or something.
That kid has the devil's eyes.
I find it odd that it's not until after he sees Michael that he goes to the knife like that.
That's true. Although he has already seen the Man in Black. He's already sort of in his head.
The same?
He's not the essence of pure evil.
They did a wonderful job restoring this movie. Quality-wise, it doesn't look like something you'd see from 1994, I think. 94, 95? 95, I think. It's one of those two.
Bullshit.
Can't beat the what? Goddamn Lost again? Oh, it's been over for a while, dude. They're fucking pathetic. I gave up about 3 weeks ago.
There's pathetic and there's losing to the Orioles pathetic.
Yeah.
Should have gone Brantley.
I thought you didn't have it, Dean. I thought you were still looking for the...
Nah, I remember he got his copy. Must be nice, Dean.
They want $100 for it now in Canada.
Dean, was the copy you got, I think it was like within the past couple months, the only copy you got of the producer's cut, or do you already have one? I feel like you don't have like the complete collection they put out several years ago.
I know Johnny has that. I do not. Mine is the standalone that was released a couple of years back. I like Paul Rudd in this movie, but he looks nothing like Tommy Doyle.
The creepy part is that Paul Rudd in 1994 looks like Paul Rudd in 2020. That's the creepy thing.
I don't know about that, but
it's not a big difference. He seems to have a lot less humor in this movie, though.
He's definitely more creepy.
And he did Clueless before this.
Was Clueless before this?
He did Clueless before this.
Freddie, talk about the VHS that was floating around there upwards of like $300 back in the day.
Oh my God, I remember that.
I like his jacket. Reminds me of Dean Winchester a bit. Oh, fuck, he has the necklace to go with it. Yes, that's actually in taking shape, Parker. Paul Rudd did film H6 first. Clueless was just released first. That is true.
Which makes sense, though. You want this in the fall release window, not the spring release, spring summer release window that Clueless came out in.
How long has that baby been in there?
all night.
You fucking clean the bathrooms at this subway or train station or whatever it is, bus station.
Maybe it's just a really super heavy sleeper and just woke up.
Yeah, I used to have a headcanon mafia where I just basically used to pretend that Lori faked her death to try to separate her and Jamie to allow Jamie to sort of live in peace. And if Michael was to come back, he'd come for her. And that they were all actually still connected. But there's a few things that pop up in those movies that would contradict that. So
My headcanon is to ignore 7 and 8.
agreed. I mean, say what you want about Halloween 5, but I'll take that trilogy as a whole over 7 and 8 any day. Poor Loomis.
I fucking love that guy.
The only guy that gets it.
All he gets is disrespect.
At this point, you're just like, great, another fucking sheriff who keeps forgetting about the past. That's fantastic.
At least Meeker sort of took him seriously. To an extent, Brackett did too.
Not this one.
Fuck, I love Bostar as Meeker.
Who's that guy fucking Beavis and Butthead?
I think it's cool.
Oh my god. Yes, Toronto Freddy. Fucking Value Village John Goodman. Accurate. Accurate. So in the theatrical cut, you're hearing these classic H1 music notes at this point. None of that is in the theatrical cut during this part. He just breaks out into like an H5 rant. You fucking kids, let him get away. So let me get this straight. Michael forced his way on Jamie and released his army of baby seeds inside of Jamie, and then decided to have that crotch goblin thorn baby. I don't think Michael had much of a say in anything that was going on during this time, if I'm being honest. That's kind of the point of the Thorn trilogy.
I mean, there's a high probability that it wasn't a conventional creation of a child here.
I wish I could
elaborate on that.
I was gonna say I wish I could say you were right, but they literally talked about like showing flashbacks of that scene that they didn't end up filming.
But they didn't. So we can sort of,
It doesn't exist if it's not on film.
That's right.
I mean, we heard a lot of shit that might have been in this movie.
In the ancient words of young people all over the place, no pics, no proof.
Well, I mean, by that, I mean that if you're saying that, then you're saying that Michael fought Pinhead. Because someone thought it might be on film at some point.
It's a valid point, but what's the point in them furthering the bloodline if they retroactively want Michael to kill off his family tree? Nobody said it makes perfect sense.
Because the more that he kills, the more he transcends. Everyone knows that.
Maybe they wanted to create a Michael killer.
A Michael killer?
I don't know.
I think that's exactly what they wanted to do. Oh, they wanted someone to take Michael's place.
They wanted a Michael they could actually control.
Didn't George P. Wilbur say they filmed a love scene? I don't think he used exactly those words, but yeah, it didn't make the cut, which is why I really want to believe Johnny's take just for my sanity, but I don't think that's the case.
Now here's the next question of importance, okay? If it's not, and they do get freaky in the
she'd be tied down.
I was going to say freaky in the whatever
all
position
those
they tied her up
fucking
in.
Minions are watching.
Does Michael wear the mask?
You have to, right? Michael's got to wear the mask. You see naked Michael standing there with the mask on? I can see it.
I don't want to see
it. Saying who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
That's not in our movie, is it? I haven't seen the script yet, so I'm not sure exactly what I agreed to do.
No.
That's the OnlyFans cut.
No, well, not anymore. Apparently.
They retroactively changed that again.
Oh, so we can do Tommy B and Terrence streams on there now?
I mean, if there's a market for that.
I love that Tommy has George Costanza / Larry David glasses. Creepy.
Yeah, he's actually creepier than Michael.
Yeah.
Imagine they change the movie. Michael saves the baby from Paul Rudd.
Holy fuck, Matt's gone again. Oh, no, he's not. I thought he was gone.
Just lean back real far.
He's sleeping.
What the fuck is up with his glasses?
Imagine that happens to you. Like, just some weird Shakespearean old dude comes in and says, there's a murderer in your house and he's pure evil and he's coming back to get you. Like, would you really believe them?
Considering the things that town has seen, probably.
Here it comes.
Hey, she's got your glasses, man.
She ain't going to do shit. She ain't going nowhere.
With a pair of those other glasses, though, Tommy. We're hot.
Man, I wish we could ask her a question.
That was bad.
Not good at all. The payoff's coming. Now here's a piece of shit that just doesn't give a crap about his family. H6 is definitely a slow burn, the producer's cut anyway. But I like that. Not everything has to move at an insane pace. That's what you have Halloween Kills for.
It's annoying when you get to any slasher, killer movie, and every single time you think someone's going to die, they do. And
Yeah.
you have to have ones where you're like, oh shit, that person's in trouble, and then it doesn't happen. It's gotta set you up.
You figure out pretty quickly watching most slasher movies who's going to be standing at the end, and then it's like, how's everybody else going to end up dead?
No, the operating room stuff does not exist in the producer's cut. They go a different route with it. Uh-oh. She doesn't remember there's a fence in her yard? What?
I'd laugh if Pennywise showed up here.
Those poor, well-washed sheets.
Who forgets where the fence is in their house?
I think it was meant to be that she saw him.
Oh, this tool. This guy reminds me of Terrence. Not so much him. Callback. Her running is so terrible. I've seen some pretty
She had
bad
some
runners.
fucking tiptoeing there. Yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense.
The weird way she grabs the railing with both hands too as she's going down the stairs.
Yeah. It's like she was trying to play an older lady than she is. Like, she didn't look that old, but she's trying to run away the way like an 80-year-old would.
That's my guess, Kevin. I think there's a strong bet that the ends mask will not only be entirely different, but it'll be straight on.
Hopefully it won't look like that fucking all these action figures we're seeing with weird yellowness, and I don't know, some of the shit that I've seen out there that the Kills mask looks really weird.
You know, say what you want about Halloween Resurrection, which I know a lot of people don't like.
It sucks.
At least they fucking took the time to recreate the Myers house properly.
Don't care. It sucked.
And they didn't do that in this film. They didn't do it in H5.
I don't know, Sean. I think you're just being hateful. What if they just remodeled, right?
Restored it back to its original Michael Myers condition.
Just remodel. They just kept remodeling it, you know?
See, the problem with the Tots masks are the burns aren't even in the right fucking areas. You know, take away the yellow, and it's just they're not. I know people have gotten some, you know, decent copies, but I would argue that none of them are decent because none of them are anywhere close to screen accurate.
I get the idea of the yellowish puke color because I had a house full of burnt items, and the parts that don't turn completely black on things do melt that way and whatever. But like, there's way too much of that fucking ugly yellowish barf color on it from what I've seen. And I hope that's not anywhere near what it looks like in the light in Kills.
Well, there is no light in Kills, so you're good.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right.
It's all at night.
I guess you're right. Pretty much all at night. I find it's weird. All the masks I'm seeing have a different placement for the cut on the other side too.
Mm-hmm.
They're all
if you
completely
remember,
different.
during 2018, the cut on the other side's bigger too.
Yeah,
it's just like, well, let's make the cut smaller now for
and
continuity.
It's like on the jawline there too.
It's not much different than what they did with Kylo Ren though in the Star Wars movies. His scar is completely different in the later two movies than it is at the end of The Force Awakens. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, imagine walking in and this dude sitting with your kid and a baby. That'd be enough for me.
Anyone know what the movie they're watching was? Like a Dracula movie?
I didn't see.
I like when they show when they have like little
Easter eggs type of things.
That is
nods.
It might be like something like the producer's favorite movie or the director's favorite movie in the background or something.
They wanted H3 playing, Daniel Farron said, but something to do with a rights issue, and they wanted H3 playing when the dad gets home.
Okay, why the fuck is
Jason
Jason the Red Ranger flying? Doesn't that kid know any fucking thing? He deserves to die now, that kid. I got that Red Ranger for Christmas once, and I was the only kid I knew who had it. It was awesome.
I had the Power Rangers where you like
clicked their heads.
Their heads turned down, and then they morphed into the.
Yeah, I had pink, blue, and red.
And I used to get pissed off because like Tommy's shield would like never stay on.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah, it came apart in two pieces.
Damn, he doesn't know his shit. Denny.
There's some more creepy looks from Paul Rudd. What the fuck was that? He's just flying down the hallway.
It's a Vegas magic show, don't you know? he's a mind freak.
I think he was sitting on the end of her thing,
Whee!
basically. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why am I not remembering this?
Me neither.
Oh, God. Well,
What?
you're getting your answer, Johnny.
What is happening? What?
I want to see Michael not naked, but just in boxer shorts with his mask on.
Got it tied down kinky.
It's only kinky if it's consensual.
Well, there you go. I don't think your theory was correct. Oh, God.
So her last thought before she dies is kinky sex with her uncle.
Well, I don't think she thought she was going to die, He was holding on to life and fucking fuckface shoots her in the head. Where in the theatrical cut, she dies getting put on that farming equipment.
Yeah. Actually, that was my thought when I saw that. I was like, she's still alive? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I didn't mention it. But
Daniel Harris dodged a bullet for not returning. Yeah. Notice how they dressed her up in cute lingerie there too for it. That's perverted.
I'm not sure there was anything cute about that.
Well, she wasn't wearing just a fucking hospital gown. They literally put her in actual lingerie. We can't fucking rewind it now, but if you go back and watch, she didn't get kidnapped in lingerie, so who went out and fucking shop for lingerie to put her in? I'm not saying it's the same. I'm saying it's pretty fucked up.
It's the same outfit they're all. Dr. Wynn's wearing the same thing under his robe. It's the official Call of Thorn underwear.
Michael stripped down to boxers in a tank top.
Daniel Farron said in our interview with him that he, in this one, it's basically Smith's Grove that's in on it. But in his original version, it was most of Haddonfield that was in on the Cult of Thorn. Which I do kind of like the idea of. I know that's a bit extreme, but Matt's got this big smile on his face. What is wrong with you?
He's watching the porn version
I was
now.
gonna say he rewound on that scene.
Yeah, he's gone back. He's like, oh, shit. Gotta get me that. Safe to say we're not getting a NECA version of that scene. I think that's pretty safe to say.
Good bet on that
See,
one.
Terrence would have definitely rewound it.
The corn shredder. Thank you, sir. The corn shredder. Shedder. Corn shedder. Said the farm equipment is called the corn shedder. I don't know if that's an actual thing or not. Is it? I don't know. I've never worked
Do I look like a fucking farmer?
I can't say I've ever.
Do you want me to answer that question?
Pretty sure I don't.
I mean, I thought it had a different, a technical name.
Well, it probably does.
And I thought it was a rusher or something like that.
Oh my God, Freddie. Michael pricked Jamie with his thorn. Accurate. Comes the exposition.
Is that new?
I don't know if that was in the theatrical cut.
Feel like I haven't seen that before.
What's the chat say? Was that whole scene / the Michael lightning outside the window in the theatrical
the
cut?
That scene there is probably one of my
No.
favorite scenes from this whole film.
It's one of the better ones for sure. Here comes Johnny's favorite scene. Fucking Barry.
That's a no from me. I mean, when you're that drunk, only hitting one bike is probably
Fucking
considered a
asshole.
night.
Fucking run over the bicycle.
Yeah, this is where H3 was supposed to be on the TV. I couldn't end up doing it.
That would be the most convoluted inception in the history of film.
Oh, I mean, Halloween 1 is on.
No, but that's my point. Like you've got Halloween as a film in the Halloween 3 universe, and Halloween 3 is a film in the regular Halloween. That's Inception. Which universe is the real one?
Neither. Dean thinks that scene was in it, but slightly different. Maddie, do you think the boogeyman's coming for you, man? I see you fucking looking all around you. You're all paranoid. Think Terrence is coming to visit you?
Oh,
That
hell
is
no.
not the boogeyman.
That's a nightmare. It's like Freddy coming after me in my dreams, like Terrence.
Confirmed. Terrence's Matt Dreams. Notice he didn't say nightmares.
Linton says it was indeed a little different. Just the tip?
It's never just a tip.
Never. You just can't stop at just the tip. Neither could Michael, apparently.
Uh-oh.
This has got to be the most satisfying death in the movie.
More like the series.
I'm just more surprised he knows where the laundry room is. He seems like the kind of guy who's never been in there in his life. Or that he knows how to operate the machines.
I have never been scared of my washer being on.
What's weird is that laundry room looks like my laundry room. It does look very dungeony through that door.
No comment. When did Michael learn how to do laundry? I'm a little concerned with the wiring in that house now.
I prefer that one over the head exploding one. The head exploding one was so fucking corny in the theatrical cut.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty badass.
If the electricity works in such a way that you can see, the flashing outside like that, like in that strobe lighty effect, how come nothing caught fire?
Dean and I disagree.
What?
The head exploding thing.
There is no boogeyman.
Should have had that. Should have had the same effect as Home Alone 2, where Harry like turns into a skeleton with his hair standing up and comes back.
Tommy, I just saw your private chat. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do it. Yeah, if you come down here, we'll hand you some. I should have muted my mic there.
Little peek behind the curtain there, people.
Now everybody's probably like, "Oh, why aren't you talking more?" But I don't think most of us have seen this movie in a long time. Some of us haven't seen this movie, so it's one of the reasons. And there's a lot of talking in this movie.
I'm just gonna say, I'm watching on the YouTube screen on my phone here, so I'm behind the main feed because I can't see the monitor from over here. But is it me or does Matt just look extremely unenthused?
Oh, I was gonna say aroused.
I mean, unless something's changed.
I mean, he was aroused during the Michael Jamie bit. But Matt really only has two levels. He has this monotone flatline level where it seems like nothing interests him, and then he has the "oh my god, Terrence is on screen" level.
That's a level that no one can have. Terrence's mother doesn't get that excited to see him.
With good reason.
That gash, though.
I love that he went into the wrong fucking van. Wouldn't have even died, but he goes into the wrong van. Oh.
Oh, look, a little appearance of Queen Jade's hand on the monitor. Ooh, thank you.
The plates weren't at the front door, though. Well, then they must have disappeared because I got.
Because he's the one that opened the door.
I got the.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, so I
plates
can't
from
blame
the
Johnny.
living room.
I didn't look
So someone must have known. Yeah, there was. They're on the back of the couch.
Johnny did it.
I didn't
Also
look up
smart
the stairs
food
'cause
over
he was
there
trying to block
somewhere.
The dog from coming at me. Oh, the dog loves me. I was carrying pizza. That's
The dog doesn't like Mike.
Actually, yeah, Tucker was like super nice.
Tucker's never had a bad vibe.
Night.
Hi.
Are you kidding me? Do you want to? Oh. You want to see a woman get stunnered on a live stream? It almost happened.
I think that's how we get canceled.
Guys, remember, $100, we put Johnny through the table. 3D.
That is not happening.
You don't think they'll donate $100?
I don't think that I'm taking a bump on this table.
Oh no, on this table it won't go well. That table ain't breaking even with you.
So the only thing breaking on this table is my ribs.
Might be able to do it on the long table we had outside for the party there. Could do it on that one.
That's a
I've-
plastic table. That
I
would not go
have
well.
slammed people through those tables before.
It does not go well.
We went to a Buffalo Bills game, and many people
It's
got slammed through
war.
those tables.
Those people are just not people.
How the fuck did he have the time to do that without anyone watching?
It's very Michael Myers, though. No real explanation on the how, but
That hand on the shoulder is really creepy at that moment.
ooh. Get stoked, Matt. I just seen the reflection through your glasses. I seen titties in Matt's glasses. Biggest fucking grin on his face.
Slow motion.
Well, we know who's not making it out of this film alive.
I tried to stutter my wife,
Fuck.
and she Batista bombed me through the game chair. Oh my god, that's good. That's good. I like that, dude.
Was there some rule in the 80s and 90s in the slasher film genre that you had to have small tits to show them on screen?
Not touching that one with a 10
There was
football.
never big ones.
Halloween 4?
Okay, I see. Yeah,
Guys in 4.
Johnny fucking body shaming people again. Piece
It's
of
just a
shit.
comment on like films.
I know he sounded pretty disappointed.
I mean,
Well, I am
Wait, you're fired or disappointed?
disappointed.
Boobies
he
are
expects
big.
them to have.
I
I mean,
mean,
he's expecting them to have as big, boobies as big as his. But I digress.
They're good. Small ones are good. Big ones are good.
Yeah. I mean, that kill fucking sucked.
Denny, come to me.
I love my I love
Voice is
my
so cheesy.
I love my Halloween movies to have the kills where Michael just like forces his thumb through someone's face. Feeling like that's not going
Tim
to
is
happen. this time.
gone.
we got a full rear window on that kill.
There's a part coming up pretty soon that I've just never understood in either version of this movie. Indeed, in the ambulance, Linton. I dig it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love those kills. I don't know, just like it's fucking brutal. He like digs his thumb through the person's cheekbone.
Yeah, Dean, I think the point of the producer's cut was to play on suspense more and have less gore, have it be more Halloween-like. I believe they talk about that in Taking Shape.
Yeah, they do.
Remember, Halloween's not supposed to really have a ton of gore. I do think there's going to be some people that watch Halloween Kills and are a bit taken back by how violent it is.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's not the same. Jason you see all the all the kill videos that you can go on YouTube and watch, like all the kills in this movie, all the kills in that movie. The Jason kills and the Freddy kills are all about like how interesting they can do and different weapons and how they can stab someone through a wall or through both people or through a bed through both people. All those, it gets crazier and crazier. And Michael's just he either usually stabs you or he fucking pokes his thumb right through you. There's not a lot of crazy inventiveness. He just wants to kill you.
I actually don't think this movie's crap at all, Kevin, to be honest. I quite enjoy the producer's cut of H6. I like that we're not seeing a kill every fucking 5 minutes and that it's not a gore fest and that, it plays on suspense more and there's exposition and you actually tell a bit of a story. All the time, man. Suspense over gore for sure.
For sure. I get the feeling of suspense is, I don't know, more, enjoyable to me than just watching people die for no reason. That's why I fucking hate like House of 1,000 Corpses and stuff like that. Those types of movies, I'm just like, whatever. They died. I knew they were going to die. Like all this freaky stuff. I like suspense.
It's all about setting a tone and keeping it, throughout the course of a film. You can have one or the other. In some cases, you can even have both. But it's about that tone. You don't want gore in your thrillers, and suspense isn't really what you want in a gore movie.
It's one of the reasons why I like The Shining, though. Like, yeah, there's some bloody moments, obviously, the hallway scene.
I think that's the prime
one.
example of both.
But like, they have so much suspense that builds that movie.
Michael falling down the stairs again.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Man doesn't like stairs.
Oh, the real question: the hot tub kill in H2, or the wheelchair kill in Friday the 13th Part 2. I love Halloween, but I'm going the wheelchair kill in Friday the 13th Part 2. Like the machete through the head, the dude is obviously already dead, and then Jason decides, you know what? Let's throw him down 75 stairs just for good measure.
I'm with you on that one.
That's a tough question. That is. I don't know. I've always been a little bit partial to the hot tub just because I think it's cool. It's just heat, so it's like don't even really have to lift a finger.
Dean, get your fucking ass here.
Uh-oh. Oh.
It's always got to be foggy out.
Me too, Parker. Me too. Of course, dude. Nothing wrong with saying both. I like in the producer's cut version, you don't get that terrible, cheesy, long ass shot of him walking across the street where he's just like, and it just doesn't look Michael at all. Ruh-roh. Yep, lots of callbacks in this movie, man. I've never understood this part. How did she think that was gonna go?
That's 2 stories. She shouldn't be like right out dead. Oh, okay.
I guess this shows what they think of her. She didn't get the cute lingerie.
They didn't have time to prepare this time.
True.
They had 6 years with the.
Yeah. Time to
time.
shop around,
Yeah.
pick out the right outfit.
Let's find something that fits.
See the modeling rate in the store again. Oh, what do you think of this one?
Smith's Grove. You guys remember when hospitals used to look like this?
Nope.
I'm not exactly like that, but Oshawa Hospital way back before they had an extension on it had these really eerie empty hallways at nighttime when nobody's walking down them.
I've been at the hospital at nighttime when it's been really weird that there's no one really
It
available.
always makes me feel like Halloween. If it's a non-busy night and you're like sitting there at the waiting room and you look around and like nobody's around, it's like, oh fuck.
I can't say I've spent much time wandering around the halls of the hospital at night.
I did. My son had to stay in the hospital for 8 days one time. He got something called Kawasaki disease. So I stayed with him for a lot of that. And when my daughter was born, walk around the halls with her when she was just born. The maternity ward is usually a pretty happy place, though.
In the theatrical
so.
cut, Wynn's not all dressed up.
So he's got his trusty gun.
I hate it. It always drives me nuts. This is a personal thing. When people pronounce words like man or pan or any of those words, like, and just skip the A sound in the middle.
Madman.
Madman. Like the worst one is I don't
You
know
are
if you guys have ever
madman.
seen this. It's a YouTube channel. It's Binging with Babish. The guy's a cook, and he'll say saucepan, saucepan. Like what? That's not. Drives me nuts every time.
I can't
Pronounce
remember.
your A's, people.
I can't remember if in the producer's cut, Wynn says that fucking line to Tommy when he's trying to convince him to join him, where he's like, "You have talent. You should join us." It comes across so fucking corny. I know it's in the theatrical cut.
See, Dr. Wynn's a pretty good guy. He wants to get an even older, grizzled Morgan, like, to take over for him. He should probably pick someone younger. That's okay because Noob Saibot beat him up for him. Or no, that would be Ermac. Sorry.
He won some, but just karate chop him in the fucking spine. Someone his age, right? That's okay.
Accurate. Loomis is a nut job in H5.
And it's awesome.
You want her? Come and get her. Come and take her, I think it is. Yes, Cochrane is one of a kind.
So this whole thing's not in the director's, right? Or in the theatrical, right?
I don't believe so.
Huh? Yeah, it's weirdly delivered too. It's like just kind of throw in there.
Shouldn't a weird cult be more in the go ahead, kill him. The sacrifice must happen. Isn't that the whole point of cults like that?
Miss Blank and shit.
So does Paul Rudd just wear his wizard costume for the whole rest of this one?
It's a coded entry door. Of course, it's not working. You are just pushing random buttons.
The Timbits will stop him. Oh, sweet. He used the good old Star Wars cheat. When you shoot the thing, it opens the door.
I mean, that actually does track a little bit.
It seems to happen in lots of movies. You shoot the panel, the door just opens.
I think that's more of a safety feature thing. Like in the plausibility category, where you destroy the receptacle and the door has to open.
That sounds really dumb. Like, if you want something locked up, they'll be like, oh, yeah, it's got the safety feature. You shoot it, it opens.
Well, it's not meant to be like.
Oh, his look is so fucked here.
Do I know you?
Kill them, Michael, and I'll give you these really cool boots.
You motherfucker.
You don't think I've ever made the comparison out loud before, but the Cult of Thorn is really the midichlorians of the Halloween franchise.
Michael is getting
Boo.
stoned. Oh, I love that, man. That's very beautiful. Tommy's getting stoned.
I actually quite like this movie. This is definitely better than 7 and 8.
Not exactly a high bar.
Lots of people like H2O, though.
It's surprising how many people really love H2O.
This movie's way better. Oh, is it show him give him the thorn? I think I've seen this in like a YouTube video. Yeah, I fucking love that corny.
Say Donald
Type
Pleasance is
stuff.
very good at the overacting loud noises.
He definitely is. He's a very emotional actor.
Even if you go back to one of the Bond movies he was in, had some really great overacting.
Oh man, I really wish we had to see Michael in one of those giant Thorn fucking Mortal Kombat outfits. That would make him make an amazing fucking action figure too.
In memory of Donald Pleasance.
Wait, that's the end of the movie?
It's the end of the movie.
Mhm.
You're supposed
That's
to set up
it.
one and H2O was like, nah, fuck it.
Ah. Okay, I see. So there's like the whole entire end battle thing is not there.
Correct.
I'm super surprised by that. I never even heard of that before. And I actually don't like that part of the movie, so that's cool.
Yeah, it was supposed to set up another movie, which would have featured obviously Loomis in a different role. But before this one was even released, Donald Pleasance obviously passed away, and they scrapped it and went to H2O. And ugh,
There goes the fucking neighborhood.
ugh.
It would have been that ending scene, seeing it again in hindsight, it would have been a good time to have, killed off Loomis. But obviously, you can't. No one can see the future.
Well, I hate when I have to say this, but you are probably right, Sean. This is better than the theatrical cut.
I think so.
Although
think it's
I think I would watch them both, being that they are different enough now that I would consider them different movies.
For sure. A lot of people assume it's just minor differences between the two movies, but there's like a vast amount of differences. Even the scene where they're like outside the school. In this one, it's like this is where I would go with the theatrical cut more. In this one, it's like more like green trees and stuff and green surroundings. And in the theatrical cut, it's more of like that fall feeling with the yellows and the oranges and the reds. There's a lot of different things in both movies, so you can definitely it's not like there's 5 minutes difference, right? And they're calling it producer's cut or whatever. It's vastly different.
It's funny. When I noticed that, and I got Scream vibes when they look back and everything was green and it was like college campus. It was a lot like when Ghostface kills the person in the van when they're all looking for him.
I think the producer's cut is more in line with like the original Halloween, the themes that play throughout the movie. They have a bunch of H1 themes that pop up during this movie that don't pop up during the theatrical cut of the movie. it's more built on suspense, where the theatrical cut has a lot of like the exploding head and more gore, and like even Jamie's death in the theatrical cut on the farming equipment is very gory.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
Where this is built more on suspense, and as Daniel Farron said, he doesn't like either cut of the movie, and he's the one who wrote it. So lets you know how much meddling goes on in Hollywood productions.
This movie feels like it doesn't feel like it's finished. It feels like it's 3/4 of a movie, to be honest. But I do like it better.
It's not an inaccurate statement. I mean, you get to the ending and it's just like, okay, and the credits roll.
Yeah,
and we never really get to find out what happens, right?
I was definitely
Like,
surprised about that. But I mean, they did have the Thorn passing on to Donald Pleasance, which sets up the next movie.
I mean, it very clearly sets up an immediate sequel, which obviously never came to fruition. But
yeah,
it's.
But most of the other movies have a final showdown of sorts.
Yeah.
I think the final showdown in this movie was basically just the Smith Grove stuff, right? Rescuing what's the girl's name? Is it not Karen? Kara. And the baby and Danny and just getting away with them, right? And the idea that there's this secret power behind Michael.
And it fucking got stopped by the Timbits in the end.
Well, gentlemen, what do you like better, the theatrical cut or the producer's cut? Let's start with Tommy B.
Like I said, I don't think I've actually seen a theatrical cut yet. I own it, just haven't sat through it.
I would watch it because it's in what I remember, it's vastly different.
Yeah, like the whole end part's different. You don't get the scene with the surgeons. The end of that one is basically just Michael's mask and some needles laying on the floor. You don't get nearly as in depth with what happens with Jamie. Loomis is in it far less. So considerably different. Matt, how about you, man? Producer's cut or theatrical cut?
I've always been producer's cut.
Matt is
Yeah,
the fall asleep in Halloween Kills.
No, I'm not.
We should start placing bets. Start a little pool, a money pool.
No, I will be wide awake for that.
Johnny, how about you?
I mean, it's been probably 20 years since I've seen the theatrical cut. So, I mean, they're so vastly different that rating them is almost an unnecessary point. But, if I'm marathoning one through and, you can only put one in the slot, I go producer's cut.
See, I would think because they're so vastly different, it is appropriate to rate them because they're very different movies. Rather, if they were, too similar, there wouldn't be a point to do it. Kieran, you already said that you like the producer's cut better, but do you have any specific reasons why?
I mean, I didn't like the ending of the original, so the fact that they cut it right out. Like, thinking about it now, like, I would love for them to have something more there, but I prefer to not have the ending there. The showdown was kind of dumb. Some of the movements were dumb. Anything with more Loomis is great for me. That's why, H1, 2, 4, 5, 6 are by far my favorite because they involve him in it. Even I love 18, but there's that one thing that's missing. It's just Loomis, and obviously you can't get that back. Obviously, even if they do have a new Loomis, it's not going to be Donald Pleasance, and I'd accept it. But either way, more Loomis is good. I like the Cult of Thorn stuff, so more of it was great for me. It just kind of fits in with all the things I like about the series. It is more like the rest of the series and not more of a new take.
I definitely didn't remember Jamie remembering, getting raped, obviously, and the man in black Wynn sitting on the end of her thing going like this down the hallway.
Woo! That was fucking awesome. I might I want a screen cap of that. I'm gonna make that my picture for a while.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting late. That is gonna do it for Fandom Empire Live tonight. It's a watch along. We haven't done one of those in a while, and we'll probably start doing a little more of them as we get closer to Halloween Kills. Johnny, where can everybody find you at, man?
Oh man, you can find me here, there, and everywhere. But of course, the Inside Handoff Football Podcast, recording live. Well, not necessarily live because we don't have a set time yet, but every Wednesday you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, all those places, sometime early Thursday morning.
Oh, good God. That's loud. Matt, where can everybody find you at, man?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and all that good stuff at Matty Phillip West. In the Fandom Empire Den, all that good stuff.
Tommy, how about you, man? Where can everybody find you at?
Catch me on Twitter and Instagram at TommyB1650.
Question: do you guys get the cool looking menu when you rent it? As Michael to the right and the bloodstains at the bottom. And it's,
No.
no,
Mhm.
wasn't sure if you would or not. I don't know. Anyway, I like the menu. It's cool. Is your menu the same on yours as this one? Can you remember?
I like it, but I want to say yes.
Kieran, where can everybody find you at, man? You got a bunch going on with Rick and Morty. Big Rick and Morty weekend, dude.
Yeah. We got the big finale coming up, and you can find me at the Rick and Morty Fan Show. You can find me in the Fandom Empire Den. I'm in the Fandomaniacs special chat. If anybody wants to subscribe to that on Patreon, got some pretty good conversations going on there quite regularly. So it's kind of cool to have that. And you can find me on Instagram as well. I don't use it a ton, but I do check it every once in a while. And I think it's at Gogan Kieran on Twitter. Just my name on Facebook. Instagram, I think, is the Rick and Morty Fan Show, though.
And you can check us out on Twitter at Fandom Empire Now. Be sure to go over there and follow us. Fandom Empire Now on Instagram, the Fandom Empire Den, Halloween Fandom, and Halloween Newsnet all on Facebook. And then the number one way you can support the channel is patreon.com/Fandom Empire. Join today because that is the way. For Johnny, Kieran, Maddie, Tommy B, and our chat mods, I'm Sean. We'll see you Thursday for Fandom Empire Now. Until then, don't forget, the boogeyman, he's coming.